Or maybe you were presented with a photograph of uh, RFK that was on The View today a moment ago. I have something I want to show you. Ignore that for the moment. This is more important. We get robocalls all the time. But yeah, you've got to see this, folks. Here is what they showed on The View, and right here. It was presented today, right, under Hot Topics, and it is RFK in the airport. He's obviously barefoot, and there are his shoes right there, right? He's got his palms out. So this happened today, uh, and you would think, well, this is something that he's doing while he's serving as the Secretary, Health and Human Services for the President Trump, right? Well, I looked that up, okay, and this is what I found. This article from the Independent, dated Wednesday. Let's go down here. If I can get rid of this. Yeah, get rid of this part here and go down. And it reads. I wish they didn't have all this stuff in the way. Okay. Um, RFK feigns apology over inexcusable plain decorum. A few exposed toes hasn't seemed to faze the independent presidential candidate. So he was running for president when this occurred, okay? And so if you go back here, and it reads, RFK Jr. has addressed his disgusting habit of going to the airplane bathroom barefoot by feigning an apology about the inexcusable mile-high decorum. Justin Haskins, executive editor at the libertarian think tank, the Heartland Institute, said on a recent podcast episode that he had snapped a picture of the presidential candidate with his toes out walking up the aisle to the bathroom in the first class area of the plane. Okay, so this is an issue that's gone on for some time, and then they post this photograph. Okay, here's the photograph. All right, RFK makes an apology for his inexcusable behavior. This was originally posted at TMZ. God, I wish they'd get rid of these things. At any rate, that's the same photograph, right? That's the same photograph that's up here. All right, this is on Hot Topics for the View today. Today is November 25th, Tuesday, 2025. But this is from the Independent UK, and this is actually from 2023. Again, this article dates back to right here, Wednesday, November 15th, 2023 at 1:37 Greenwich Mean Time. All right? So, look, I'm not a big RFK fan. I think his takes on healthcare are deplorable. But that doesn't mean I want to, trumpet fake news about the man. And that's clearly what The View is doing. That's wrong. That is absolutely wrong to treat RFK like that. I can understand if RFK was, walking around in airports barefoot as the Secretary of Health and Human Services, but I haven't seen any evidence of him doing that. The View obviously is trying to present him rather, as a person who does this now. Look, this is Hot Topics today. Okay, this is today. Hot Topics. All right, and I can actually present the info if you're saying you're skeptical. Take a look. All right, The View. All right, 2025, Whoopi Goldberg, Joy Behar, Sunny Hostin, TV host, John Quijones, High Def. And then this is more info. Excuse me, okay? That's them reacting to it, all right? But if I press more info there, all right? Sorry, like I said, we get a lot of robocalls. First aired Tuesday, November 25, 2025. Again, first aired Tuesday, November 25, 2025. All right. First aired Tuesday, November 25, 2025. All right. And this is Chief host John Quijones. That's not accurate. But this is on today. Right now, it is 12:19. Okay, because I moved it back a bit. But that's when this segment appeared, and I can't record the volume for copyright reasons. Okay, but let me exit that. But that's what they showed on today's View, as if it happened recently. As if it happened recently. And everybody scoffs at it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right. Now, I didn't hear them say anything about this being from a few years ago. This is his behavior. Right? They're talking about what they're talking about is this is in the context of a discussion about what people wear on planes. And Sunny Hostin said that she's seen disgusting behavior. Anna Navarro said that she's tired of seeing butt cheeks on airplanes. And in that context, they presented this photograph of RFK. That was the context. All right. And I don't believe that was fair to RFK. And I think that the View owes RFK an apology. Now, if they have a photograph of RFK doing this while he's secretary, present it. But this is way out of context, and it's not fair. All right. And by the way, if you have problems with your online reputation, hire Zenny62 Media at zenny62media.com. Zenny62 Media Incorporated. We're very good at what we do. We will protect your reputation. And no, I am not an RFK. My company is not an RFK client either. All right. I don't even know RFK. So, not that I wouldn't want to, of course, but I just telling the truth. See ya. All right.